That's what we're doing. What was going on? No audio?
No.
Oh.
Oh, that was just lost. Start the show over.
Are you serious?
Yeah, well, I didn't press record.
Oh, okay. So all that was lost. Guys, what'd you think of that International Orange? Wow, how about that? Check it out. This is the deal. You know, we're trying to get out there, find other bands, find new music, get music to you guys at home, make you part of the experience, to draw you out, you musicians that are out there. And in the process of putting it out there into the universe, it came back to us, International Orange. We came up on their radar and we started, you know, talking to them. Actually, a little while ago, some members on the teams just started, you know, putting it out there. Now we've struck something up. So coming up next month, before the New Year's run, we're going to be live again, streaming you more live music. International Orange. We're going to be in NYC. I'm going to tell you all about that during the show. We got a great show for you planned today. The team keeps raising the bar to new heights every week, I feel. And if you check in your clocks, I think we're coming in right on time nowadays. So all you slackers out there, set your clocks back 30 minutes so you'll be on time for the weekly dose. It's like lifting weights. We're trying to get our in shape, our team, our systems here, so that when duty calls, we're not going to be late for some important gig or something like that. So, and we're making strides, large strides in the show. We have some new bands. We're going to start just reaching out to other new bands and bring that to you. And as always, where's this all coming from? What is this the weekly dose of? Well, it's the weekly dose of the Show of Life from last summer's adventures. We're bringing you each week a different venue we attended as Show of Life. And this week we are in Pittsburgh, PA, Burgettstown to be specific. First Niagara Pavilion, but the kids like to call it Star Lake Amphitheater. So we'll tell you about our adventures there, and we'll be bringing some guest panelists in that were at that show to recount their experiences and any info they have, lot knowledge specifically. Maybe they have that secret lot knowledge. So in that vein, in the Pittsburgh vein, this summer, Taper's got a nice juicy clip queued up for you guys. You will love it. It's just a little stroll down, shakedown, some random peeps, but then we get hit with some real lot knowledge. Actual legal lot knowledge from an actual attorney. So he has some really important knowledge for the kids on tour. Straight lot knowledge from an attorney. So you want to come back after the clip for that, you know, or you want to stick around for that and then stay around after the clip for more of the weekly dose. Right, kids? We're really excited. So trying to contain myself, trying not to touch my hair too much, and keep it real and professional. Shout out to all the kids at home on the other side of that lens. We love you all. Let's journey down into summertime Pittsburgh together, to the fragrant summer smells of Shakedown. Thanks for tuning in, guys. You know, what up?
What's up, SOPPTV? Love you, motherfuckers.
SOPPTV. What up? A lot of good people tonight. A lot of good energy in the show. It was a very, very good time. Summer tour is fun. You gotta admit, you got adventure, road trips. Gotta intersperse some nature in there.
The Show of Life.
It is, man. What's going down?
Wow.
Tila, nice shirt.
Thank you. What was the sign in the front? It said Tila since 50 shows.
Oh, I didn't know. Were you down there?
I was like, we were on the right side or the left side of the pavilion. They had Yum on the one side and it said Tila. Did you see that one?
I heard there was a lizard sign too right there.
That's maybe what was on the other side. That's a good encore.
Hey.
What's up, people? What's up? Tiny hat?
Good
No?
one,
I
man.
love your tiny hat.
We're rocking back up.
Alright. Later.
I have the same one.
No, it's my hat. Nah, it's my tiny hat. Have you seen these? They're all around the lot now.
Thank you. Oh,
I like it.
Thanks. You
Sammy,
should swing it, man. You should get one when you see them around. The girls are real
Sammy,
nice.
what's up?
What up? I'm doing good. How are you?
You're looking real good now.
Thanks, man. I am, man. I'm
Can't you
trying to
improve
step
it?
up my game.
You don't need to step it up. It's up.
All right, that's right, guys. That's what I'm keeping it real. But you gotta stay humble, though. You gotta stay humble.
Oh, it's Wigman.
Hey, what up? These are the kind of interviews, the hard.
To be on your film.
What?
Come on.
Come on, look at this hat. Lizard's hat, that's right. Quite appropriate. The lizards, what was going through your mind when the lizards came on?
I was fucking. Can't even say it. All I know is I was having a fucking good time.
Holla!
Woo-hoo!
Now what? What's next? Where are you off to?
Look at that pretty little hat on you. You got all dressed up for this occasion.
You too, that
I'm
hat.
telling you.
It's live broadcast.
Yes. Want to be in it? You got to be in it to win it.
Exactly, you got to be in it to win it.
Yes.
Is he filming? Is he really
Yeah.
filming?
Show life. I want to bring in my twin brother Drew. Introduce me properly.
Yeah.
He just started his own law firm. He's
Right on.
he's an attorney, criminal defense, and he helps anybody that has issues on tour.
I just left the Rominger law firm on my own now. DeoCallingLaw.com. If you're watching this, visit the website. You're going to see a picture of me walking into court. That's me during Monday through Friday. On Saturday, that's not me. Heads that help heads. When the police fuck with you, we push back. Call Deo Calling Law. Numbers on there. DeoCallingLaw.com.
Sweet, man, that's great.
Thank you, show of life.
That's great. What you're doing is because sometimes people do get fucked with. I'm sure.
Absolutely.
You
I'll answer a couple legal questions, and we do 580 AM radio, legal appointment every Saturday from 1 to 3
Cool.
in the Harrisburg area.
Right on.
But yeah,
That's
let's
where
do
you're at.
one. Let's ask
Yeah.
a couple questions.
All right,
if you
let's
have
just say I'm cruising along. I'm not
Okay.
speeding or anything, and they see the dead sticker and they pull up and they roll it down the window and they say, hey, I think I smell weed in here. Let me search the car, or can I search the car?
The answer to can I search the car is always no.
Great.
And if you think you're going to talk yourself out of something, there's a good time to do that. A speeding ticket is negotiated, and you can talk your way out of that. When the cops think that they've smelled marijuana and they want to find marijuana in your car, they're looking for you to say something that's going to allow them to search the damn car. So you don't say anything.
Okay.
That's rule number one. If they, are coming up for that purpose, you don't play nice. You don't say anything at all. You exercise your right to remain silent. You don't give them the probable cause to search the car, and you never give them the consent to search the car because they don't have a right to search it. They do have an automatic right to ask you to step out of the car, and they can do what is called a Terry frisk, a brief pat down of the outer clothing in a search for weapons in the guise as officer protection. If they were to feel a cigarette pack, they don't have the right to open up the cigarette pack to see what's inside of it. Why? Because what kind of weapon are you hiding in there? Obviously they'd be looking for drugs. Terry frisk, brief pat down, no further search than that. Don't let them search you more than that. They can ask you for license or registration, and that's it. You don't talk. How to walk away from a DUI. Leave it parked and walk away.
Lot of knowledge. One more question for you before you go. True Deo. What if you're growing weed in your mom's basement and
I like this question.
the cops come by and they're coming by to serve a warrant for someone else that used to live there, and then you tell them they don't live there anymore.
You throw
live here
an
now.
interesting twist when you say someone else that used to live there.
Right.
What the warrant's based off of, in a justice of some sort signed off on it, saying there's probable cause to go into this residence, and you have to realize a residence is the most protected area that we have. A car is the least protected when you're on a public road, but your home is the most protected area. And a cop, even consent. Now you can consent to a search of your home. You'd be very foolish to do so, but a warrant always needs to be obtained to go into a home. Either that, or if they see a crime going on, they can enter it. Only under those circumstances can they really ever enter a home. So the first thing I would ask is, why would they have a warrant to go into it in the first place? Here's a great tip: don't throw anything in your trash can. If you think you're being watched, they take your trash, they find the marijuana seed, they take that evidence to the judge, that's where they get the warrant, that's how they're kicking down your door. So the protection doesn't come once the door is kicked down, then you're stuck having to file a suppression motion to keep evidence out. The step comes from not allowing the justice to sign that warrant of probable cause, which comes from not throwing things out and being smart.
Okay.
But if you're ever fucked with in any way, Deyo Calling, DEYOKULLING, law.com. Thank you for having me on the show.
Awesome. Thank you for helping out the heads,
Pro
man.
life. Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank
Heads
you,
help
Dan.
heads.
Judeo, attorney at law, criminal defender. And we're back. All right, keeping it real, always 24/7 here, live. Never doing rehearsals, no dress rehearsals, no sir, no. Yeah, but we do prepare. There's some painstaking work that goes into putting on this program, ladies and gentlemen. But without everyone's participation, there'd be no program at all, and I'd be a guy on a couch in a wig in my mom's basement. All right. No, but it is all about the participation, the interaction, and just finding out what other kids are doing and checking it out and telling people about it, you know? So when we caught wind of what our friend Fan Art Pete Mason was up to over at fanart.net, if you guys don't know about that, you should check it out. But he's a writer, quite a prolific writer. He put a book together. But he just put up an article on this blog, Upstate Live. Now we're based the East Coast New York region. That's our roots. That's where we're from. We do travel out into the outlying areas now. We're up at Teepers, and we're up in. How far are we from Albany? Not terribly far.
We're kind of right.
We're in that
New
region.
York City and Albany, actually.
Yeah, if you zoom out, you just look at the map.
Tolls, it's actually cheaper to go to Albany
than to the city.
Yeah.
All right. So we're in that region. That's the scene. So across the wire, an Upstate Live, local. It's just local blog in this area. What's going down in the greater Albany area? He had an article in there, dude. It was the highlighting the Albany actually came out number 9 on this one, but look, kids, he put this together, and you should check it out at Upstate Live. Sorry about that. But I want. Do you have the graphic up yet?
No.
All right.
You haven't mentioned the map or.
All right. Sorry. Basically what they did was they looked at the top 20 metro areas, right? And it was per 10,000 people, right? That's what it was. 10,000 people. Of every music act per 10,000 people. So to get an idea, are there a lot of bands in this area? Where are the bands? Where are the fans of music that are in bands? Where are these people? And interestingly enough, the big deal was number 9 came up Albany, right? So, but I think the story is in the map. So this woman, Zara Matheson, she put together this map. She's with the Martin Prosperity Institute, and she basically took this reading of where are these musical acts and compared it per 10,000 people and came up with this interesting infographic that we came across that Pete was talking about in his article. And there she goes. So check it out. So you got your, you got your usuals, you got your East Coast, West Coast thing, you got Cali going on, obviously a lot of entertainment in those areas. You got the Northwest covered, obviously Seattle, your grunge heads up in that way. Then we had some East Coast going on. The densest areas, East and West. The cool thing was you got New York City, but if you look in New England, that Albany area was popping. Which just, you don't think about that. But then, we do things like we went to the McLovins. That was in Albany. Consider the Source, McLovin's Flux Capacitor. It was quite a night for the kids at home on the couch. I thought that was interesting, Taper. What'd you think of it?
I thought it was nice, but my mic's not working right now. Hold on.
Taper's having some microphone issues.
Hello. Oh, there I am.
Sorry, kids. I got a little nervous.
The
like
wrong
I bugged out.
channel. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. It was. They looked at actually more than 20 top cities, and they picked the top 20 based on musical act. And I think we're gonna go through those, starting with 20, right? But I'll make a comment. I'll make a comment out of it about the conspicuously missing city, but I'll mention it after you're done going through 'em.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So, shall we?
Yes. Bergen, Passaic, New Jersey.
Number 20, yes. And number 19.
Wait, Bergen. I'm sorry, my.
Oh, you can't.
No, I could see. Bergen, Passaic.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's just, I guess it's a region.
Oh,
a,
okay.
A region for live music.
All right, they
together.
combine those. I don't know. I think that's two different cities. Whatever. Let's see what the next. What's 19? Dutchess County, New York. Okay, so all right, so it is more than areas, more than just one town. Okay, so metro areas.
Yes.
There we go. All
Yes,
right, now it's all
metro
making
areas.
sense. Metro
Yes.
areas. So this is how they emphasize these. We need the Doppler radar to blip on the map with each one. We can have that for you kids by next.
Number 18.
Newark, New Jersey.
Yes.
There you go. Obviously, I mean, you got your bands. They want to make it big in this New York City, but they're living in Newark. It's cheaper rent, a cooler scene. I don't know, more Polaroid cameras. I get these are all surrounding the city, so they're making sense so far. North Jersey, it's interestingly tapering off in the outer edges of the city.
Then we go to the West Coast.
Weekly dose.
Santa Barbara, California.
You guys like Taper as the announcer better, right? Or is it just the memes? We need to know. I don't want to step on his toes. Seriously.
No.
Santa Barbara, California.
Oh yeah, I to step on yours.
No way, man. You can never step on my toes, bro. I have too
Number
much airtime.
16. Who can guess it?
Who can guess? 16. You win a free T-shirt like Mr. Robert Champion did.
Tacoma, Washington.
Oh, sorry.
Damn.
I'm reading aloud to myself.
Getting bugs with this graphic. I'm just gonna get rid of it.
Oh, don't get rid of it.
Well, it keeps flashing every time, so forget it.
All right, get rid of it.
Number 15.
Cool graphic.
San Jose, California.
Have you ever been there?
No, I've been up and down, but never there.
I did fish bowl.
I have been to this place though. Ventura, California.
Been there. Ventura County Fairgrounds. I think I saw fish there. They played Emotional Rescue, if I do believe. Correct.
I believe a number of us have been down to this next city to see our favorite band.
What?
Miami, Florida.
Little known fact about Wigman, unfortunately. Yeah.
You haven't been there? Wow.
Tears of a Clown.
You were at Big Cypress, though. It's
Oh, yeah.
not far.
No.
I mean, it's like
but
an hour
it's no
or so.
Miami American Airline Arena, that's for sure.
Then we're flying back to the West Coast.
Okay, West Coast jaunt.
I was actually here 2 years ago. Saw Fish at, what was that festival? No. It was like
Clifford
Outside Lands, that's right.
Clifford Ball.
San Francisco.
Are you going to San Francisco?
A lot of California. Number 11.
It's creative.
Santa
man.
Cruz. I hear this
Santa
is a
Cruz.
really nice place.
Happening.
Have not
Love
been
it.
there yet, but I've been
Good
told.
family. It's like some of the kids I saw my first fish show with. Santa Cruz, second fish show. Santa Cruz, dwelling. Loving it.
Follow the coast up north, and we arrive at Seattle, Washington.
Seattle. With the lights out, it's less dangerous.
Oh, I
Here
forgot
we
to
are
mention.
now.
These numbers that are in the bottom, that's how many bands per 10,000 people. So in
Oh.
Seattle, we have 154 bands per 10,000 people.
That's interesting.
Or musical acts, not bands.
So wait, what would that be per band? How many people you could?
Well, I don't know. I guess
assign
we got to
people-
find out what the population of Seattle is,
Right.
and then we could calculate.
Yeah, where's their actual? I want to see the maps of this Zara character.
Next up, we got.
Wait a sec,
oh,
wait
we
a sec.
all know number 9.
Before you go to Seattle, so the whole grunge thing, right? So I was just reading today that there's going to be a sitcom called Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Really?
Yeah, about it's so it's so ridiculous. It's like it's about grunge parents of some teenage kids starting up $1 billion internet company in their garage or something of the sort.
Right.
People weren't feeling it. They're like, why wouldn't you start $1 billion company in your garage? Why wouldn't you buy an office? Which I kind of agreed with. You gotta. You don't have to start in a garage to be cool, kids, or in your mom's basement. Weekly dose.
Number 9, as we know from P. Mason's article.
We're at 9 already?
Yeah, we
Wow,
are.
we're really blowing
Top
through these.
10. Albany, New York.
Cheers to Albany. Shout out to Albany. Shout out to all the venues in Albany. I'm not going to name any specifically because the one I know best is the one I like the least. But I will say, check out our McLovins video because that was a great interview I got to do with those guys. Freaked out their tour manager. Hope to have more of that in 2013. And keep it real. Albany, baby. Albany all day.
This next one's kind of a shocker,
80.
as I've never heard of it before. Stockton, California. Who's out there in Stockton?
Dude,
Anybody?
that's where all the, check it out. That's where all the heads are at, man. The old heads. They went up to Stockton.
Just adjusting the audio there, folks. Don't worry.
Yeah, Taper is like, he's got the marionettes going. He's got a series of cables and wires.
I know the audio just got a whole lot better, right, guys? Okay. Number 7. I've been here. San Diego, California.
Wow, we got heavy California. If you saw on the map, I mean, it was boom, density in 10 cities. More than that.
Yeah.
A lot of cities.
And then we're going back down
It's
to Florida. Orlando.
Orlando, home of Universal
And
Studios.
while you're there, you could go to Universal Studios and ride Back to the Future. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. The best ride of all time has been closed and replaced with the Simpsons ride.
Ooh.
Guys, you're going to have to go to Japan if you want to ride Back to the Future, the ride now.
Or they could come with us, taper aboard our mystery ship and go back in time.
Oh, yeah. Come with us back in time, then we can go.
We could go back to '95 when Fish did that run down in the winter, or it was a late fall tour. '95, that whole run down there in Florida, Orlando. That was, come on, good times, kids, good times.
I've been to every state listed so far.
Except
for this next one.
Interesting.
Honolulu.
Hawaii.
Yeah. Number 5 for musical acts. Kids, it's not just the nice weather to move out there for.
Well, do you think that's all the heavy hitter musical acts? They all buy property?
Yeah, I don't know.
In Hawaii?
It's 174 per 10K. I mean, that's not bad, but there's probably only... Wow. No, there's a lot of people out there, right? It's more than 10,000 people.
Yeah. This becomes an interesting situation, though. Was she basing it on area, like landmass?
No, it's
or is it just
musical acts per population per 10,000 per 10,000 people.
So they went out like from a city or something. I mean, because if you do like New York City, I mean,
well, the metro area of New York City, you got to take into a lot.
I'm saying when you get to Honolulu, it's not like it can't spill out. Like, okay, it's by 10,000 every 10,000 people. Sorry.
Here we go.
Now I got it.
Here we go, kids. Here we go.
Guy in a wig.
Jersey City, New Jersey. That's
Yo,
right, folks. That's
Jersey
right.
City, man. Isn't it a pity?
Who would have thought?
Mic check.
Who would have thought? A few of us have seen Fish here, I hope.
Where?
Las Vegas.
I have you?
I actually have not. I saw Trey there, but not.
God.
What?
Thank God I got to see a Vegas show. It's like Kanye West says. What does he say? It's like Vegas on acid is seen through Saint Laurent glasses. I don't know. Enough said.
Yeah. And for you wine lovers out there,
Ooh, Sonoma. Where are we going?
perhaps you'd like to get a nice Santana DVX, Napa, California.
Napa. Only the finest wine comes from the Napa Valley. They have good growing conditions. I bet their nugs are redonk. When I was buying my nips, there was a huge front page article, in I don't know if it was the Post or what. It said, voters, vote getting closer to medical marijuana in New York State or something or other.
Right on.
Yeah, they don't have the Napa growing conditions, so to put.
And number one, drum roll, please. I bet you all think you know what it is, huh?
Dude, it's the Big Apple, baby. Because, dude, I'm in a New York state of mind, bitches. Let's do this!
Wrong!
What?
LA.
LA?
What?
Oh,
What
come
the
on,
fuck?
dude.
Come on. New York? Where the fuck is New York?
Dude, yeah, New York,
Oh, wait.
New York City Committee.
Shoot.
Pity the fool that.
I
Come
tot-
on, kids.
I
New York,
totally-
New York.
I totally botched the graphic. Hold on, let me fix that for you folks.
What graphic?
There.
spelled
Now
it?
it says number one. It did.
God damn, I thought it was New York City Committee. Pity the
I did
fool
too.
that.
I really did, but I don't get it. New York City's not even in the top 20.
It doesn't make sense, man. I demand a recount.
Yes.
People.
And I want to see that.
All those places, it's like Jersey City, Newark, Bergen, Passaic. Like, did someone forget to mention
Well, it
the
is
Big
the
Apple?
New York, that is the New York area.
It is, but like, what did they do? Break it up into like? But
I guess
you-
in big.
there's
metro
no
areas, you
there's
have
no
to.
there's no musicians in the city itself. They all just come in to do gigs.
Maybe.
Cressman lives in the city.
Yeah.
I got exclusive straight from the horse's mouth.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Kids, listen. Now you got the straight knowledge about where the live music scene is happening, and you can make an informed decision when you need to find a city. Find yourself a city to live in. Right? Damn. So, speaking of New York City, though, seriously, kids, we're gearing up, man. MSG, YMSG, some people say. Some people in my neighborhood, at the top of their lungs, I hear them screaming YMSG when the streetlights come on around dinner time. Now, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's some neighborhood kid and his parents are calling him to come home for dinner. When I hear YMSG, I think of one thing only. Raging my face off for 4 days and 4 nights in the Big Apple. Maybe when Fish comes for New Year's, they're going to skew this whole musical act city and take the world by storm on a tilt-a-whirl of wonder down into the Big Apple. That's right, kids. The Big Apple. What about these auctions going on for these New Year's tickets? No? There's massive kids. I know you're trying to lock the tickets down for the New Year's, but we got there's a few different there's different people out there, friends of the show, some of them friends of the show, some people in the community that I would consider friends because I love that they're doing something. I love that they're inspired and they're creating. One of them is Glow Stick Wars. Have you ever seen these kids? They provide the safe glow sticks for the show. There's also Cash or Trade. Cash or Trade does it proper. They're doing these guys are at the top of the charts as far as I'm concerned. Look at that, all the little fish ganging up on that big fish. That's all I'm talking about. But what they're really talking about is the New Year's Eve ticket giveaway. It's like Charlie. It's like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, right? Charlie. 14. What is it? 14 bands straight. 14 bands from 14 lands, 7 bands, 14 golden tickets, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Fish, Further, Widespread, Bannock, Yonder Mountain String Band, Humphreys McGee, String Cheese Incident, and the Disco Biscuits. Which, incidentally, if you've been paying attention to the Weekly Dose, you'll find out that the Disco Biscuits eventually, Tabor, take over the world, right? Right. You know it. Taper. Either this is a massive conspiracy or he went so far into the future that that's what was going down. But anyway, I actually entered the contest for these tickets for the Cash or Trade. It's really easy. I went to cashertrade.org where I already go because I'm putting up ads looking for tickets for the New Year's run. So I went to cashertrade.org, and I have to say, I mean, these guys did a really good job with their site. These guys are coders, straight coders from up in Vermont. Shout out Dusty and Brando from Cash or Trade. That's what they do, and so their site, it's really cool how the way it's set up. I mean, they got like 30,000 members on there, and they're able to manage the whole thing. You could set up little lot storefronts, obviously fair trading your tickets all through the jaunt, make friends. It's like a Facebook for kids. Whoa. Anyway, they're super coders. So when I went there to enter the contest, it was like, you got to do this, this, and this. It was like us on Facebook and do something else, and bammo, whammo, and the gears were spinning and the code was racing. And when I went back there today, to polish up my segment here, it had already said that I already entered. So that was pretty impressive, guys. Good job over there. But the fact they're giving away these tickets is what really matters. New Year's tickets, kids. So go to cashertrade.org, check it out, for real. But also, there's other kids doing contests, other members of the community. One of them being none other than Glow Stick Wars, the official sponsor of everything, the Glow Sticky on the lot. Now, I didn't know this, Taper, but they have other things besides glow sticks. You wouldn't believe. They're just all about the light. Bringing the light, projecting the light. So they're giving away tickets too. Obviously, it's a positive light gesture to do. So you ask yourself, all right, kids, I don't really care about the light. I just want my tickets to the show. I just want to go see Fish, dark, light. It's all the same. It attracts this big, massive energy. Some dark, some light. How do I get my ticket, right? So they got one ticket ready on deck, section 222. For the show on New Year's Eve, the most sought-after ticket, the hardest ticket to get, the New Year's Eve special, 12/31/2012. Okay? Now, you got 3 ways to enter this jaunt with the Glow Stick Wars. 1, gear up. Just go to their online store and use promo code FISHNYE at checkout to receive a 10% discount on your order. And that's on top of the store-wide 5% off. Nah, they're not doing any custom moves. But whatever you gear up with, whether it's glow sticks or glow-in-the-dark shoelaces, you'll get 1 entry for every $10 you spend. Amazing. In the drawing. 1 entry for every $10. So if you go in and you go in hard and say it's New Year's Eve, you're going in hard like a go-kart, and you're saying to yourself, I set my budget at $100. Well, kid, that's 10 entries into the raffle, right? Well, alright. Now, enough of that. Let's say if you're just some spent wook on the lot. You're like, look, I'm not buying a bunch of LED shoelaces in order to even get a chance in the show. I need to save my money to hustle on the streets in New York. Well, what do, wook man? Listen. You still have a chance, because there's 3 ways to enter. Number 2, it's not you, it's me, Wook boy. Go by their page on Facebook, like them, and then what you got to do to enter the sweepstakes is go on their Facebook, and in 10 words or less, because they don't got all the time, and they know how these Wooks like to ramble on, well, you need to tell them why it should be you that wins the ticket. And not some other spun wook with no money. Alright, so let's say you don't got Facebook. Well, I hear you, kids. You gotta keep it on the DL. So, number 3, you could always tweet at them. Bitches, go check them out. Find Glow Stick Wars on Twitter. Follow their asses. And then you gotta tweet this. Get your pencils out, kids. And your decoder rings. Ready? This is what you got to tweet to get a chance in this motherfucker. All right. I want to win a ticket to see at Fish on NYE from at Glowstick Wars. Hashtag Fish. Hashtag NYE. Hashtag giveaway. Hashtag sweepstakes. Hashtag make it rain. Hashtag Glowstick Wars. So there's always a way. That's why I try to tell these kids. I heard a kid say to me yesterday, he said, "There's no way I'm getting in the show, bro. It's sold out. And tickets on StubHub are forever $1 million." And I said, "Yo, kid, it's not about that." I go, "Do you want to be in the show? Because if you're sure you're going to be in the show, you'll be in there." That's how I do it every time. I'm not kidding. And those that know, look, some stuff is left off the camera. But there's always a way. So there's your way. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe you were the kid that was complaining, and you'll be the changed soul that forever preaches, hey, take it. Give this kid a chance. Give peace a chance, right? I think the common thread here is positivity. You got to keep it positive. Got to keep creating. And look at others that are doing positive things. Now, like the Mimi Fishman Foundation and the Water Wheel. This is the common thread. How do you get your tickets for New Year's Eve, right? Let's talk about the good things, but what you really want to know is how to get your tickets for the New Year's run, because I got to be in that show. So the Mimi Fishman Foundation and Water Wheel are teaming up, right? Again, teaming up to raise money for a good cause, for Sandy relief. People don't even know. My mom is still not in her house. She won't be in there for a very, very long time, so she's renting an apartment. People are displaced. I was listening today, a program on the radio. Some guy lost his whole business, his whole inventory, no insurance. You know the drill. So anyway, the Mimi Fishman Foundation, say that 5 times fast, and Water Wheel partnered up, bring some Sandy relief coming up in here. How's that benefit you? Because you might get the New Year's tickets. Yes. And they got this auction running. So go to mimifishman.org, go to the auctions, check them out. And at last count, this was like before we went live, last count, we're at $32,000 from some, you know, this isn't the March of Dimes or the Red Cross. This is just grassroots style, but that's a lot of cash. Taper, what would you do with 32 grand if some Brewster millionaire came in and said, "Hey, here's 32 grand. You got to use it for the show, though." I mean, I'm sure you could spend it. You know, it'd be gone, right?
I got a list. I'm working on it.
Yeah, he's got the list.
10 grand.
Right. So
first, we're gonna hire a personal assistant for you and me.
Oh, yeah, we each need one. I have one, but
we need a secretary, a lawyer,
accountant.
You know, it could go somewhere.
I think I have a CPA.
And you know, there's plenty of things we talked about that we would do that I'm not going to mention.
No, we don't want to blow our load, Taper. But I'm just saying. Yeah, no. So that's a lot of change, is what the illustrative purposes I was talking about. It's a lot of change these guys have gathered so far for Sandy Relief. Another good thing. Another way you could get New Year's Eve tickets. So how do we get this thing cooking? What do we get? They have 2 packages going on for the Mimi Fishman Foundation. No, you didn't. Well, yes, the Cosmic Circle spins it around one more time, because not only could you either get a set of 2 tickets for each night, right? You could also get 1 set of 2 for all 4. How do you like this? How do you like me now? There's 2 ways to win. Bing, bang, boom. Get on that now, though, for the slackers. Again, it ends December 3rd. And the Cash or Trade one ends earlier, November 30th. So go. Look up the information. I can't dish it all to you. We only have so much time to put on the show while juggling this huge New Year's Eve bonanza we have developing in the background. Which, confirmed, we're having a disco party on the 30th. It's going to be called Ridiculous Disco. Done. It's done up. Top hat spinning, deep disco knowledge and culture, and the costumes to prove it. The people are coming prepared, but I don't want to get on one of these Wigman tangents. Let's stay on target. So get at those. You get the CDs of the shows too. Package live fish. I don't know how the Mimi Fishman Foundation's going to package that up for you, but another good deal. So many ways to get into the show. Many ways. Now, in the old MSG, I remember when the kids used to push the door open. And someday we'll have on the show Alexandria to tell us the Jolly J story of how they got in the show in 97. Totally epic. But that's for another time. New Year's is upon us. How many doses? 3 doses left, Tabor? 3 doses.
There were 3 after this.
3 yeah, we had 4. So 3 doses left, kids. Thank God. I need a break. We don't even know if we're coming back in 2013.
Yeah, well, we don't know if there's going to be a 2013.
Right. Oh, shit. We should do a live broadcast. Are you referencing the Mayan calendar?
Yes, I am.
End of time?
Of course.
That's been actually, that's interesting you bring that up, because that's been something that's been with me since I first started seeing fish. Right? For me, that was my whole entree into that whole scene. That you know, that was a long time ago. Very long time ago. What up? So, I don't know. We'll see. If maybe we could get to New Year's, maybe not. Maybe there will be a show in 2013. Maybe there won't. Maybe we'll be here. Maybe we won't. Oh. But anyway, we're going to party like it's 1999. And we're going to... What do we got to do with the time we got left? Well, as it just so happens, we got to use it wisely and do what we got to do, you know? Like this, we got upcoming gigs. We gotta keep it real and do what we gotta do. And in order to do that, we gotta do our research, get out there, mix it up, meet the right people, and bring you guys the whole thing live or pre-recorded, right? So what are we doing? December 14th, before the end of time. This will be before the Mayan calendar situation goes down. We'll be with International Orange. Excuse me, I just gotta wet my whistle. Sorry. Sometimes it gets so dry up in here. No, we'll be with International Orange, right? We're going to be hanging out late night. Now, super late night. The show doesn't even start till 12:30 a.m. Now, that's for real. We're going to be in New York City at the Blue Note. The famed Blue Note in New York City. Live with you. We're going to be bringing you International Orange. Because they said, hey, man, we want to give you guys a shot. We want to give the show of life a chance to prove their net worth, you know. And also, we want to help them get out to the kids at home. So it's like a win-win, kids. And we're working on an interview. We got we got contacts. See, that's the one thing why we're going to come out ahead of these corporate fools coming in with their interns and their middle managers jockeying for position and their A&R guys. This is where we're going to come out ahead of them because we got connects, you know? Come on, man. We got connects, and that's the diff for real. So, we're working on the interview, just like the Cressman thing. And I don't even know. I say we're going to go big. We're not going to do a rehearsal. Fuck it. We're going to go live, no rehearsal. So, but it's going to be late night. Why, you ask yourself? Why? Why is this? Again, the common thread, the music, it joins us. It flows through us, and in us, out of us, and behind us. And it's the salt that's in our tears, kids. I gotta give props to my man Taper 421, behind the scenes, pulling strings all day. He's been a mix master with these graphics, the Q-ups, the key ups, and all sorts of things. But Anyway, sorry, I digress. I get easily distracted. Hence, why we both need personal assistance. But anyway, why the late night show at the Blue Note? Why 12:30? What's going on? What's the deal? Well, this is how it all started with the International Orange, baby. My IO Connect. What happened was we're surveying what's going down, what's happening in the scene. You know, what's the music news? That's our we're on that jaunt. So, Medeski. For you guys, MMW. Now, I remember back in the day, I was at some shows. I said, "Whoa, what's that guy doing? What's that guy doing over there with that shirt that says MMW on it?" And I didn't know what it was all about. And I said, "What is that all about?" And then I realized and learned that it was Medeski Martin Wood, which made me realize, well, I need to know about this. So what's the deal? And I remember very many late nights, you know, going to see some Medeski shows. And if you don't know about Medeski Martin Wood, I'm sure a lot of you do because we check our demographic data. But if you don't, check them out. And they're going to be doing this residency at the Blue Note. Hello. They were influential and pivotal in my life, bringing jazz deeper into my bloodstream. I had this appreciation for it. But when I was getting in there, down and dirty and funky to some Medeski and seeing what it's really about, some covers they were pulling, and you know, there's Wooks on one side of you, there's Wooks to the left of me, and there's dudes in the suits to the right, and I was like, that's where I am. I was stuck in the middle between the dudes in the suits and the Wooks.
You know when I really got into MMW was when they played 10,000K, and Trey sat in with them for the, I don't know, half the show or so, right after Trey. I think it was Grab that was playing the festival at that point. So that's why Trey was there. But yeah, it ended up being like one of the first things that like got the Taper 420 name out there. It was huge download, like, you know, I was like, like everybody flipped. You can
this
go on,
it wasn't a stream, it was just a taping.
Yeah. But you can go on eTree, and it's still up there. People are still seeding it, and like you just look at all the comments about it, and it's just like ridiculous.
Dude, a Taper 420.
Let me see if I could.
We gotta get these guys a
bring
link.
up a link.
You guys got to get your copy of this MMW show Taper did. I had no idea. Check it for real. I used to see him way back, you know, just like late night bar club scene, just fun, just so much fun. And you know what? Actually, it was. And now I'm really digging deep in the memory banks here. But I do know that the common thread, once again, is that Fish was influential in exposing. This is why these collabs are really important, and why, I mean, even in the line of interviewing I was doing with Natalie Cressman, the collabs are so important, and just the recognition of other musicians and just the acknowledgement, because it was Fish that really got MMW involved into the scene as far as like putting it on my radar, and I'm pretty sure it was from them. I'm really digging because this is off the top of the head. It's not research. I want to say 90. I don't know. I want to put a date on. In the 90s, Medeski, Fish, Texas. I think Medeski opened for Fish in Texas a couple times. 90. I don't want to really commit to anything because I don't want to be wrong. You never want to be wrong because then people will be like, you're a failure. I think it was 94. Texas, Medeski, opening for Fish, which was weird. Were they opening for them? I don't even know. I wasn't there. It's just part of the lore. But that's what brought it up on the radar for dear old J.J. Wickman. But once I got a taste, I loved it. So it was just a matter of just getting exposed to it, which kind of brings us into what the show is all about. It's just bringing you the exposure. See, if it was never for MMW opening for Fish in Texas, and then me finding out about it, and Fish and Medeski and all these other bands out there in the larger scope of the universe, and then Taper 420 recording the gig. Just me streaming and dreaming, meeting Taper, him streaming and dreaming.
There's 5 seaters still up there. So
International Orange. Medeski, post Medeski. So come for Medeski. What I'm saying is, kids, come for Medeski. Stay for Show of Life coverage. International Orange, baby. That's right. Or you could go see Medeski go home, and still catch the coverage live on Show of Life. That's right, because we're trying to take live streaming and music making and the music industry and the corporate music culture, Babylon, turn it on its head and keep it real all at the same time. But check it out. So they'll be there. I think their residency starts. I know we're gonna be there on the 14th of December. I think the residency starts. It's the 14th to the. It's the 10th to the 16th. I want to say it's the 10th. No, I'm sorry. It's the 11th through the 16th. My bad. But check Medeski at the Blue Note. I will be there because we're doing our show there, and I love Medeski, so it's a good fit for me personally. They're doing 2 shows each night, an early show and a late show. So that's interesting. Which one's the better show? When we used to do that, I always just felt that was odd. How can you do 2 shows in one night? It's like the night has one mood. It needs to be expressed, but to each his own. Anyway, they're doing 2 shows each night, so they're doing an early show and a late show, 8, 10:30. Anytime, December 11th through the 16th. We'll be there on the 14th. $40 table ticket, $30 regular ticket. You know how it is. So go check it out, and hey, come hang out on the 14th, because we'll be there too, with some NY Ragers in the house. Now, let's step into yesterday. With our handy flux capacitor in the time machine, we can travel. We can drift in time, if we choose to. So exactly 20 years ago tonight, a little segment that started last week, and we're gonna keep that train a rolling, right? 20 years ago tonight. That was in the 92, so that was some primo vintage. They're still opening bottles of the fish from 92 primo vintage. A little off, though, I must say. What happened was last week I noticed there was a show that was exactly 20 years ago to the date from the show of the Weekly Dose last week, so that was pretty epic, right? So I tried to recreate that this week, and nothing fell on the exact date. So what I did was I just started doing more research because I was delving into that at that point, just because it was interesting to me personally. And I found a bunch of shows that week that were pretty monumental. So right around the date of today, there was like this whole week of amazing fish. Even to the point of today, I discovered when I found the graphic, it was another thing that I was like, holy shit. That like I had like Monday through Friday, and then the graphics from like that Saturday or something. Like I was just like trying to find shows right around the date of today, which is the 26th. So you'd be 11/26/92. Okay, bam, Cornell. I couldn't find any graphics from any of the other shows, but that's like vintage. It just says something Hallmark. A lot of people, you know, complain that we don't have the flashy lights and the merchandise and the blinginess, and I don't care, because if you look at fish 20 years ago today, it was pretty, you know, it was distinct, but still just like, it was just like DIY was just roots style, baby. So anyway, back then, 92, where were we? Where were we sitting? Well, we were sitting... It was a Monday night, baby. 11/23/92. Now, Broome County Forum, Binghamton. This was a big tape for me because this was the one that we used to ride around in my friend's car and be like listening to that tape. You know, we let that tape pop till the tape pop. Sipping on private stock. No, I'm just kidding. No, but Broome County Forum. This was like legendary talk. The chatter was just chattering through my town. Oh, we got to get this tape. You got to see the fish, and that's where the love started for me in '92. I hadn't seen him yet, but listen. Just let me. I'm gonna run down the set list really quickly for those diehard fish kids in the audience. So the set one, right, opens up Runaway Jim, Foam, Glide, Split Open and Melt, Rift, which they were still like, that was like early rifting. Gula Papyrus, Divided Sky, Mound, Bouncing Around the Room, Memories. Now, I don't know if that's, and I think that's a cover song, because I've never heard that song. Then they played David Bowie, Into the Vibration of Life, back into David Bowie, to end the set. Now, that's something a lot of kids I know, and me, myself, and I included, want to hear that vibration of life. Gotta love it. Every time I've heard it, it's part of the culture, you know, it's just there. And, I don't know. 92. Then they come out for second set. Poor Heart, Stash, Squirming Coil, I Walk the Line, Yes, Llama, Way, into Mike's Song, into Hydrogen, into Weekapaw Groove, into the Big Ball Jam. Love one of those on the New Year's run, right, kids? Into the Weekapaw Groove, Hold Your Head Up, Lengthwise, Hold Your Head Up. What? That was the second set. It's one of those, what? Super Ball, what? Oh, and then they still got to come out for the, obviously, Raging Sleeping Monkey, Rocky Top, double encore. And the other cool thing was they were busting out the Simpsons teases during the show. You know, you had Fishman on the Vacuum. It was just the classic, the roots. Those moments were what caused people in my town to be chattering. See how that works? You send it out there, it creates a ripple. Right? Anyway, there was a bunch of shows that week. I'll rattle off a couple more just for shits and giggles. So that was the Monday show. We just at the Broome County Forum, Binghamton, played the tape over and over. Let the tape drop till the tape pop. Let the tape rock till the tape pop. Working it out in my head as we go here live on Show of L. By the way, if you ever got something to say, you say, look, I got something to say about it, call us at 347-SHOW-OF-L. And if you're shy, just go on Twitter and hashtag it up. Even if you're not following us or whatever, just hashtag Show of L. 347-SHOW-OF-L. Do it. Or call us, hashtag Show of L. I just thought that maybe someone, I know later on, we're doing the Pittsburgh from 2012 this summer, Star Lake show. I know people want to, they have their stories. We have someone's story I found online, which I thought was interesting, but bring your stories to us at 347-SHOW-OF-L. I know the New York Rangers were on, they were down, they saw Keller Williams this past weekend. And they sent in a whole report, which we didn't even have time to process. Obviously, we were trying to do the quick turnaround, right? And it's just not really that possible, you know? But we want you guys to contribute. So Show of L, get at us, email. Anyway, the Show of Life at gmail.com. And hashtag Show of L 347. Sorry. All right, so here's a little tidbit which I found interesting. And so we're on this fish vein. So we had that whole week. So we had the Broome County Forum. There was a show in PA. And you know what led me back to that point actually was the thing from what are they playing in Cincy? The Shaggy Dogs somehow led me back to 92. But let's not get too crazy. I don't want to get my head twisted up in the time machine now and the flux capacitor. But that was a whole different thing. But speaking of getting your mind twisted up in the Clifford Ballathon, what? No. So I came across this tasty tidbit this week, which I found really interesting, and it's just something came up. I saw someone, it was on Spotify. So when Fish released a live one, okay, they credited, I didn't know this. I have some studio recordings. I might have a live one. I'm not sure. At the time when it came out, I said, well, it's silly. I get the tapes of these shows. So I don't know. But it's not something I would be deeping in the liner notes of a live one. But I guess what they took all these different songs. But they said that these were recorded at the Clifford Ball 1994, right? In the liner notes of a live one. So it was like, someone came across this, they were like, what? They're like, what is this? The Clifford Ball was in 96. This is a live one. What the fuck's going on? So it was just an ironic thing that one of the transcriptionists, and maybe they were using one of these, you know, outsource outfits, you know. Here, transcribe this. All of these albums from all of time. So that's something you'd want to outsource. So you're some random person. You never heard of Fish. You don't know all the lore, the ins and outs. You don't know the all fall down signal. You don't know the Simpsons signal. So you don't know what's going on. You don't know about the man who stepped in yesterday. You don't know about Gamehenge. You don't know what's going on, right? So you don't know what's going on. So you're just the transcriptionist, like outsourced by Spotify to fill in the blanks here, and you're just typing in the song, Tweezer, Clifford Ball, 94, and then, you know, however long and drifting in time later, some kid comes along and they're like, what the hell is going on? I just dabbed up some super sour diesel kush lineage, and I'm all crazy, and it's a 94, right? No. So the whole deal is, the boys had in the back of their mind this Clifford Ball gig for a while before they actually did the Clifford Ball in 96. It was just this thing. Hey, you know, it was a seed in their mind. It was before they read the Clifford Ball, even back to the early days when they were playing as part of the Horde tour. What, too much clinkage, too much shakeage? Clinkage?
No.
Scritchy. Sorry, I'm all weak. I'm cutting this I'm cutting it. I'm gonna cut. I've been thinking the past couple weeks. I'm gonna take a good 4 to 6 inches off this bad boy for the New Year's run. Maybe I'll get it colored. Sorry, kids. Getting scratchy on the mic. We made with. I actually won the award for the newscaster with the lowest lapel mic ever. Sorry.
Why don't you tell them why your lavalier's working?
Well, I have to give credit to my man at 347 Chauvel Taper 420. The boy, he's got the goods. When the lady gorillaed the camera and busted it and snapped the thing, he fixed it. When the lavalier broke last week and we didn't have a signal on it, he soldered it together. He had his welding mask on and there were sparks a-flying. And I was like, what are you doing? When I showed up here, it smelled like burning flesh. And all I knew was when I got ready in my dress room, there was the lav. It was all ready. This thing's like a $500, $600 piece of equipment, man. We were SOL, and not in the good way either. But homeboy hooked it up. The boy could fix anything, and he makes a mean chili that could feed a family of 8 for 5 weeks straight. Truth. Because we keep it real at 347 Show of L. Hashtag Show of L. So, anyway. Before that scratchy distraction, I was telling you about this little tidbit. The Clifford Ball, Spotify. Just an interesting thing. They wanted to call the Horde Tour. Now, I don't know if any of you saw your first Fish show on the Horde Tour. But I saw the Horde Tour. It was the year after the Fish. There was this whole burgeoning scene of jam bands. Everyone always wants a label. What are you going to call them? Stoner rock and hip-hop and rap and gangster rap and conscious rap. You know, they're always looking for labels like EDM and we need labels like garage, punk, new wave, you know, whatever. So they were looking for these labels. It was these bands. They were jam bands. They didn't be jam bands. We're gonna call it jam bands. So they banded together, luckily, because they knew what was up. It was them versus the whole music industry. Kind of like that's what we're facing now. We might just be a show, but we're a show. We're about the music industry. We're going to take over the music industry. From our earliest broadcast, if you listen to what I'm saying, you will understand that we're going to use the Fish community, not use them, but we're going to all work together to use our resources to take over the music industry. So the people that are paying attention know what I'm talking about because we've intricate plans behind the scene. Because these people are asleep at the wheel. They're dinosaurs. This is one market that can be blown wide open, kids. Anyway. Speaking of record labels, what? So anyway. Clifford Ball, Spotify. They fucked it up. The transcriptionists got it wrong. That was the bottom line on that one. I don't want to get into too many details. I'm getting yelled at over here. I see veins popping out of necks. Not Taper. Clifton. nut bag every day. Sorry. All right. I'm getting the high sign. It's time for the memes. Holla.
Yes, that's right, everybody. It's time for your favorite segment, This Week in Memes. In the vein of Black Friday. Speaking of Black Friday, can you just quickly mention? Let's roll back for a second and mention how Black Friday actually helped us out.
Well, no, I was gonna when you pull up the graphic.
Oh, okay. Let me.
I was all excited. I wouldn't leave you hanging like that. Yo, kids. So Black Friday meme came out, and the interesting thing is you were at Walmart, right? This was the place.
Yeah, well,
it was
yes.
Walmart.
This is Best Buy we're looking at.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Here.
You were at Walmart, though.
I did go to Walmart.
Okay, sorry.
They had different events. There was an 8 o'clock event. There was a 10 o'clock event. I actually showed up at 10:15. I didn't have to wait in any lines, but, anything that was any good was gone.
Of course it would be.
I guess I should just tell the story, huh?
Yeah, if you were there, dude. I could tell your story, but you're here.
Right.
And then you'll get a reward after you... For a little on air. A little bit of taper on air.
So, I was thinking, because we haven't had a hotspot. We had one from this summer. We returned it within 14 days, and we got our money back. We just paid for a month of service.
That's a streamer trick, kids.
And, a lot of knowledge right there. You got 14 days, Verizon. And there is a restocking fee, so you're going to pay a rental fee, basically.
But you drop it like it's hot if it's some hot shows.
Yeah, for sure. 14 days, you got 2 weeks. It's good. But we needed a nice unlimited hotspot, so we didn't have to worry. 4G in our home area. I researched all the plans. It turns out Walmart was selling a $40 hotspot through Virgin Mobile, who is hooked up to the Sprint network. And they got 4G all over New York City.
For all the prepaid kids.
Yeah, prepaid $35 a month. And they're now the only unlimited plan available anywhere, even postpaid. This is it. $35 unlimited. We got it now.
We should get sponsored by them. Just this
who,
one
Virgin
department. Mobile? Yeah, this one unlimited prepaid.
Yeah, well, the problem was I went there 15 minutes too late, and obviously the freaking display was ransacked.
Yeah, Stampede.
And I asked the dude, hey, what? Is there another display with these things? And the dude didn't even say a word. He just laughed at me.
Yeah, he's like, is there one in the back? That's what you always got to ask. He's like, yeah, okay.
I didn't even say that. But I did see, and this isn't my first Black Friday. I start walking around other display units. People pick things up in a frenzy, and they drop them back down.
The boy's a genius.
I don't want this.
The boy's a genius.
I literally spent a half hour just walking through all the little nooks and crannies somebody could have stashed on it. I didn't find shit.
He was just like, he was following that vibration of, it's like dowsing, kind of, almost like if you got to find a ticket for a show. And that's how I got my Pittsburgh ticket. It kind of just happened. And he was doing that method so well.
Yes. But I was out of luck and I gave up. And like a lot of things in life, you don't get where you're going until you give up and release. And
yeah, you just gotta let go.
The universe happen. So on my way out, I just look over and bam, it's sitting there in a pile with other random shit.
That's so fucked up, dude. Surrender to the flow, bitches.
Got online, waited a half hour, and $40 later, we got a hotspot. Bam. So I did not buy a $300 tent to buy a TV, no. But we do have a hotspot.
But you will get a reward.
And yes, I will be making a beet salad.
It's true, kids. He will be making a beet salad for the next... Yo. Yo. Taper found the hot spot and knew where it would be. He had to give up first and he had to give up 3 times in order for himself to find the hot spot. And then he walked out with a smile, said, look what I got, unlimited service. I keep it real all day. I could live stream 24/7 every fucking day. I could. Sorry.
Running out of breath there. Anyway, the first time I got high, I was in the back seat of my older brother's car. It must have been some good shit too, because I'm an only child.
Oh. A little holiday.
Thanksgiving. Thanks for nothing.
No table scraps for
this
that
cat's
kitty.
popping up a lot. This is one of those.
Yeah, this is a true meme. It's like the one that's like
right
really,
font and everything.
Yup, and it's like you see it for everything. It's like what? It's like worst show ever, and it's the cat. You're like what?
And I guess it's not too far after the election to go with the political memes still.
I felt bad, but I said, dude, we need to just.
But,
like,
this is, yeah.
But
I guess this isn't political.
It's
This
political.
is important.
Exactly.
It really has nothing to do with Obama. It's
no, exactly.
I know you all want GMO's label, but my senior FDA advisor and former Monsanto VP and lobbyist says there's nothing to worry about.
All right, now pull up the meme and do it.
Oh,
I let him do it. I threw him under the bus.
Sorry, he saw it too.
I know. I had to let you read the whole thing.
You guys can read. I just read it.
All right. I'll read it.
I just read it.
I know you all.
You got to do with
GMOs labeled.
A Barry voice.
But my senior FDA advisor. I gotta work on impressions. Yeah. Why do all politicians?
I know all want
impressions.
GMOs labeled, but my senior FDA
be
advisor
proven.
and former Monsanto VP lobbyist says
taxes.
there's nothing to worry about.
Read my lips. No new taxes.
And
What?
and just remember, folks.
Just remember.
Watch where you step. There's poo everywhere.
Yeah, I like that one. I like they're getting kind of weird.
And that's actually for the memes, but
They're getting kind of
following the memes, we have funny things on Facebook.
funny things on Facebook.
Funny things on Facebook.
These are things you'd never see in the memes section, but they might appear on funny things on Facebook.
Hippie. Punk.
Made me laugh. Nice.
In a parallel universe.
Wow.
Mind blown. Alright, Wig's gonna get pissed.
Uh-oh.
Whoever said Christmas was the most wonderful time of year clearly has never been on summer tour.
Why would I be pissed?
Because it's one of those summy cards
Oh.
that you hate. And here comes another.
I realized after we
You
said
can't, because
luckily we said that on the secret dose because it almost doesn't
we
even
can't
count.
stick to it.
No, it's impossible.
Impossible.
But it could. The good thing is it's not going to be on the meme section.
Right.
It'll be on the funny things from
Right.
Facebook, which is a good way to cover our ass, so we won't contradict ourselves. If
Right.
you saw the secret dose episode.
Right. The summy
Anyway.
cards are meme, the phenomenon, but they don't fit the impact.
They like piss us off,
Yeah,
really, for
I really
some
don't
reason.
like them. But here's another one. See, when I was your age, Pluto was a planet, and we had Twinkies.
Is that a mom?
And finally, for all of you that have dropped your food on the floor, I know it's all
hurry,
of us.
hurry!
A gift! Germs, attack! No, we must wait 5 seconds.
That's true, man. Looks out.
That's true. They gotta follow the rules. Everybody gotta follow the rules. Back to you, Mr. Wigman.
Just gotta chew up the rest of my ice. Oh, cool. Guys, I'm really looking forward to this next segment. You know why? Because I get to wear my wireless headphones. No fuss, no muss. I could break dance. I could throw a pass. I could throw a shirt across the street, Backstreet Boys style. Because I'll be wearing my wireless headphones soon as the taper.
Why don't you get them all set up then?
Throw them over, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Huck them. Yeah, all right. Just press that button, my friend. Holla. Guys, I've been waiting for this for a long time. This is really epic. And again, they don't like me to talk about things if I don't have them ready already, but I had such a great thing ready something that wasn't ready enough to show on the show tonight, but that's also a dream of mine. Oh, just as this. Now I can actually hear the callers, and I'm going to be able to hear the guest panel later in the evening when we talk about First Niagara Pavilion, 6/23/2012. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I got volume control and everything. Next, we're going to do Mike Hotline. Look, hands. I hear it ringing up in here. It's real. We got multi-channels. Holy shit. It's in my head, Tabor.
Thanks for calling the H-Line.
H-Line.
Yeah. I was going to say, I accidentally was going to use my credit card instead of my ATM card in the ATM machine. ATM card is the debit card, I guess.
Wait, let me guess. Like did you fumble?
But it
Mike.
was a new ATM machine right next to the
You didn't fumble, dude.
all the time. And
did he fumble?
Put in the credit card, and it's hard to figure out which slot to put it in because there were a few blinking lights for deposits, this and that, and finally it went in, and then I was like, oh no, that's my credit card, so I pushed cancel, came out.
Should we dump out?
Should we dump out?
No, I think we should play it for the kids that didn't know.
Yeah, okay. I've had that credit card for 29 years. As one bank switched to the next.
No, we need to think of witty banter to put over it. Maybe they'll be open.
I use the cards. Same thing more than once, and the same day it freaks out and puts a block on it. A little bit of a fear factor.
I think you might have lost the card that he's had for many years.
29 years.
And I called the bank.
I wonder if you tried hard to get it back.
I said, will you just fish it out for me? They had to put me on
He
hold
said
3 times in that call, which was a half-hour call, for 5 minutes each on hold, each of the times on hold. And then they said, no.
The most efficient bank in the world.
Have that card ever again. Just
Never.
because I fumbled.
He fumbled.
That machine, that new machine. Can't have it ever again. And I had to listen to them say over and over again, most convenient bank in the world, TD Bank.
Most convenient bank in the world.
Keeping me on hold for half an hour to say, because I had a little fumble in the machine, I couldn't keep my card ever again.
Ever.
Gone.
Fumble.
And my wife has the same card. Hers. Gone. Gone, 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 gone. Most convenient bank in the world. Thanks for calling the most convenient bank in the world. This is the most convenient bank.
This mailbox is full and can...
All right. So we're still looking for a loan from the most convenient man in showbiz, the most accessible bad. Got that phone number. Call up Mike. Find out what's going down on the Mike hotline.
So mention why we were talking over it.
Oh, right. I have to mention why would we... Some of you might be shocked and saying, and appalled and galled, saying, why? Ooh, 347 Chauvel. Hello?
Sorry about that.
Hello? Is it? No one's calling?
Sorry, I forgot to put that microphone in.
Oh. Next caller, what's your name? Where are you from? Turn that radio down. Oh. No, look, we weren't being rude, disrespecting Mike. It was more of a joke because last week we've been calling Mike's hotline. It originally started as we're trying to find ways to help you kids out to do the dirty work so you could get all in a convenient package. What's going on? Where do I get my New Year's tickets? What's the seating chart like at the first pavilion? What's the lot like? It's like, what did Mike talk about on the Mike's hotline this week? I forgot to call. How could you religiously call every week Mike's hotline? You got enough stuff to do. I never consistently called it enough, but... That's why we're here to bring you the hard-hitting news, interviews, streams, dreams, fan, art, charts. We're going to top the charts. Like I said, we're going to take over the music industry. Now, I don't browbeat fads at home, but you guys are the earliest people in on this, so this is some ground floor shit. I think we should go. I think we should take it to the guest panel. You think it's getting late in the show, and I hope. Well, I know for a fact our team is so hard hitting. I'm not even gonna hope. I'm just gonna tell you guys what's about to happen. First, I'm gonna ramble on for not too long, a little bit. Then we're gonna show you a clip from I can't. I'm just gonna call it Star Lake. First Niagara Pavilion. Like, why do you have to keep?
I put Star Lake
Okay.
on the title.
Oh my God! Every time I'm like, my brain's going Star Lake, and I'm going
Dude,
first.
fuck these corporations trying to fucking change the culture.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking bullshit. It's called Great Woods, bitches. Anyway, so fuck it, Star Lake. What do you have? Weigh in on this, Taper.
Let me on. Yeah, Star Lake.
Star Lake is where it's at, right?
Right.
That's why they're and I know we got this submission from Silky, but they're actually the weird connection. They're doing this thing at the Roxy in Burlington for the King Street. It used to be called the King Street Youth Center. Now that it seems to be called the King Street Center, which I don't know if that's a PC thing or whatever. But they're doing some viewing of a Star Lake show from '98. What? Yeah, that's true. So check it out. Find out about it. Goo that stuff. So anyway, we call it Star Lake. So this is what's going to happen. We're going to ramble on for a little bit. Then you're going to see a clip that Taper was able to dig through the archives and pull up for this week. And when we come back, we're going to have our guest panel from First Niagara Pavilion. And we're going to tell you about the show, you know, what's going down that very night when I was wearing my tiny hat and reporting. And I also went in the show, obviously. I have stories from 2009, too. And this is the show. This was a pivotal moment for the show because this is where, you see, we started off strong and we always had that budgeted because it was an East Coast thing, which we're all from the East Coast, so we were able to do it. And as the tour drifted west from Atlantic City, it was dicey. And there was a no-go. There was nothing even on the Beach Burger battle venue, Portsmouth. You know, there was nothing on that we pulled through in a pinch after AC. Still East Coast. But as we headed west, that was uncharted territory. It wasn't planned. It was just happening. And this was the point where I jumped off. And so there was no more show of life after that point till SPAC. No?
There was.
There was?
Yeah.
Where?
Hold on.
Where? I'm confused.
No, we let's see. Wait. After Burgettstown, we went to Blossom and Silky Baby hosted.
I forgot.
Yeah.
That wasn't the end of Show of Life. That was just the end of me when I was jumping up.
And then from Blossom, we went to Deer Creek and we got Pecos Bill to host. He's a cool guy from the Columbus area.
See, this is all... I didn't even catch this stuff.
Not to be confused with Boogie Bill.
Boogie Bill is different.
Which, they're friends, but they're not the same person.
Pecos Bill. And I was confused because I was just a kid at home watching Show of Life, trying to figure out what was going on, and there was these new characters. I got confused for a second. I thought
we did not go to Alpine. We did not... we went to Jones Beach, but we took the 4th off. It was a holiday.
Nice holiday show, union work.
And then after Jones Beach, it was SPAC, and you were back.
But SPAC was an off show. Remember, we're gonna call it the show of death. Should we still brand it as that? I think it'd be cool because it wasn't live.
It was a rebirth type of thing, kind of like the end of purgatory, or like in
no
the middle
way,
of
man.
purgatory.
That was the death, man. Because it was the end, dude. You gotta understand, it was the end.
The death of Show of Life and the birth of the Show of Life.
Brutal. But then there's gonna be another rebirth of Show of Life. I don't care.
Gonna happen,
dude. That's ridiculous. It's always gonna be two channels.
Can't flip flop. You can change once. You can't flip flop.
Dude, no, you could be yin
anyway,
and yang.
We got this cool clip coming.
Yin and yang, bro. Black and white.
Well, if you just want to make it a bit, then that's another.
Dude, when we pull the credits and it says Twitter, it says at Show of Life.
We're constantly fighting about it. And
yeah, like it's two. People are like, why is there two websites? Or like, why is there two Twitter accounts? Always it's like boom, boom, boom. I think that's what's pretty much. That's the only way the show could like.
Marketing expert.
Nope.
That one.
I don't know. Me and Taper can't agree. Like we're both sides of the game.
Maybe we should leave it up to the audience.
Never. No way, man.
You're right.
No way. No way. They don't know best. We know our baby. No one's seen as much Show of Life as me and this guy. And he's seen more than me, actually. So we leave it up to the experts. But I'm not leaving that one up to him. This is going to be a fight till the death. So anyway, let's cue up the clip. Bring us back to Star Lake 6/23/2012 summer tour. Shout out to Costa Pete. Call up, man. Get on the round table, bro, if you're watching. Jump on. All right, clip it up, Taper. Now, like we said in AC, the reason we come to the Shakedown so late is so that we can get the kick-down food. From the vendors don't want to just throw it away. They want to help the kids out on the lot.
You know about the Mexican cousin tour?
No.
It's happening right now.
Tell me, bro.
It's Primo.
Vato! Me and my primo, we're Mexican cousin tour
on the way, ese.
On the way.
Ride or die, motherfucker.
Ride or die. Remember the other night they put the sombreros on and they played the Mexican cousins?
That's for us.
They did that for us. For the S's.
The primos, you know what I mean?
Los primos.
Mexicano. Okay, hasta luego.
Hasta luego, ese. I want to give a shout out to my homegirl, Juanita. I love you, girl.
Your show live?
Yeah.
Nice.
What'd you think of the show?
It was good, man.
How's the lot food today?
It's
mediocre?
Yeah.
Average? And are you going to Blossom tomorrow?
Yeah.
Nice. And have you caught anything else, Cincy? Were you in Cincy?
Cincy.
Nice. So you're on the 3?
Deer Creek.
3-banger and Deer Creek?
Alpine.
Alpine. Wow. That's what I love Alpine, man. Love that place.
It was a good one, too.
Yeah, I'm really psyched.
Lizard's Encore.
Yeah, the Lizard's Encore was great. And I'm a big fan of Yem, so that was funny.
Yeah.
Everyone kept joking with me each night I didn't leave. They're like, oh, you're going to miss Yem, man.
First one of the tour.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
It was good, too.
In the first set, too. Yeah, I thought the vocal jam was good.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun with that.
And they've been cutting that out, too.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was good.
Cool.
Into the second set.
The light was sick, coming out of cymbals, sick.
That was a nice groove right there, Mike's groove.
What do you think of the new lights? Kuroda's new lights, toys.
Good, man.
It's cool, right?
Yeah.
Doing all that, like.
Yeah, he got a lot more shit.
Yeah. And then they didn't open the lot.
I know. We sat over here for like 3 hours.
Bastards. Kids, learn that for next time here at Star Lake. They don't open the lots early enough.
Said 2 o'clock, opened it at 4 o'clock.
Pete.
Once we get that camera.
Well, nice, dude.
Cool. Well, good chatting
I
with
watch
you.
you guys.
Right on. Appreciate
Occasionally
it.
when I can't make it to shows.
Yep.
Couch tour all the way, buddy.
Yeah. Supposedly there was a good stream tonight, so people are psyched. Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, man.
Hello, fellow fans.
Hungry? Yeah, I'm starving. Really? Holy shit! Cheers, bro! Free Philly hot towel! Hot towel! Let's get to the person. Wait, stop! Hot towel! Taper! Hat for the tower, man. Put a hat on the hot tower! Hot tower! Hot towel!
Take my mustache.
Hot towel!
Can we borrow this for a moment?
Oh yeah, totally.
Hot towel! I got one more hat. Hot towel!
And it was official again.
Ta-da! This is gonna blow up. Uh-oh, and a tiny hat all the way. Tiny hat community! Tiny hat club! Coming to Shakedown late. Free food. I have to apologize to Taper for the carnage, but if it was a veggie burrito, I'd be eating it too.
Hey, I sent it to you.
Right on, thanks, bro. It's all about finding food on lot.
Support hungry people on tour.
Oh, it's so good.
Please.
She's a star, subtle star. She's there when you need her, and then just disappears.
There in all the right moments.
What you got?
Chicken bacon something, ranch. Wanna try bites?
Yeah.
There he is.
Nice.
Hey guys.
Oh yeah.
Trading bites on the show. She makes the best tray face ever.
Checking out how it is.
You know your host.
Wow, the bacon.
No. You got
Smorgasbord in my mouth.
You had the steak and bacon going. Whoa. That was so good. Tray face for you guys. You're lucky.
You know, you got to do. You don't have to do a wig. You put a mic inside.
So as you can see here, show's over, kids. Show's over. What's this? Did you really show that?
Yeah, that just happened.
Oh, that was news. That was a surprise for me, ladies and gentlemen. Me, pick coming soon. Oh, now you're thinking that's a great idea. Wow. Holy wow. Guys, meme contest. Whoa, mind is blown. So here we are in Pittsburgh. You got to see the tray face. Wasn't that great? I have on the line with me especially a tactical assembled guest panel for this week. People that were at Star Lake, call it what you will, with me. And you guys. On the line, I have Silky Baby, Parker, and you guys are going to love this. Big ups to Cliff. He was at the show, jumping on from AC. What's up, guys?
Hey, wait a minute. What's up, man?
Hey, guys.
Who else we got? So, Silky, lead off. How did you come into this? How did you come into this show? You were coming from Cincy with, you know, we were there the night before. How'd you get into the lot? What's going on for you at the show?
We kind of got there a little late, and then we realized that we had to park like about 10 miles away from the entrance, so I didn't get to shake down like I thought I would. So I had to end up wearing the wig the entire show, which was hot as hell.
You were full on wig in the show.
Yes, but that is where I did acquire my Buffett shirt before I went into the show, which was like my happiest moment in the lot beforehand.
That was that show, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We intersected paths out there too, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have a ticket. So I have to thank you for hooking that up. She's a very good networker, negotiator.
Anytime,
I don't
brother.
know.
I just kind of drank some beers and got out there and yelled at people, "Take this money out of my hand! Take it out of my hand!" Holding that $20, and finally this guy just ran up to me and he's like, "Here, just take it." And then I handed it to you.
Bam.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Boom.
That's how we do it. So cool. And what about you, Cliff? Were you coming off a long ride from Cincy or what? Parker, what about you? Where were you? How'd you get to the lot that day, that fateful day?
I probably showed up at maybe between 5:30, you know, a little bit late, but we parked really, really far in the back, so we didn't get to experience the whole lot, which I think has a lot of potential to be one of the best ones on the tour. But and then had a couple beers with a couple SOP people. Then we just rolled in pretty early to get a good spot on the lawn, and I mean, didn't get to spend too much time on the pre-show, but very impressed.
Yeah, okay. So, all right, here's the bottom line we're getting, kids, is get there early, hang out, and really get the experience for it. And we knew that from 09, so we were in there. We were in the mix doing our thing pretty early. We were parked right by, you know who we were parked right next to? This is the Cosmic Circle tape. We were parked right next to Fan Art. I was with Costa Pete. Park right next to Fan Art. It was very fortuitous. We put some Summer Tour 2012 stickers on the Fan Art table. The lot was kicking, and if you guys know, they somehow always, I don't usually see this at a lot of venues, but there was like a lot of coach buses, school buses, and RVs, and they put them all together in this one area. Is that Ocean Man?
No, we got.
What was that?
No copyrighted music, please.
Oh yeah, no copyrighted music, please. Sorry.
Copyright.
See, I wouldn't be bringing this up, but we due to that, if you notice, the past however many weekly doses were silent before we struck up this little thing with International Orange. It was nothing. I was like, Taper, you can't have a show without any musical intro. And it was a copyright thing, so luckily we got that. Now we've been working in the Creative Commons space, so look out for us now. We got some crazy shit coming out. All sorts of video, audio, for real. Who else we got? Who else we got on the line?
Yo,
I heard some
Costa. Yo, what's up, kid?
Hey, guy.
Hey, guy.
Hey, guy.
Antelope Jizzy, guy. You got Antelope Jizzy.
Jizzy? Antelope Jizzy? Where'd you come from, buddy?
Just hanging out in the chat room with Costa.
Nice. I'm glad you guys jumped on. You guys got to understand, this is guest panel, but this is also serious crew. There was serious crew that was formed this summer, which I hadn't experienced since back in the day. I don't know about you guys, but I heard a lot of people talking about that. The relationships and the adventures that people had just were serious. It was serious. It was real deal this summer, I felt like. Pete, what were you thinking? Remember we pulled up, we were right by fan art?
Yeah, that was crazy wild, lad. Very deep, super immense. It went very late into the night. We closed that bitch down. You ate like the last veggie burrito on lot from the last tent open. Success.
Looking
I handed it to you.
Looking for that free food. Kids, a little lot knowledge. Hang extra late. You get to know the local vendors when they break down. It's gangbusters. It's Gangnam. Do we have the Twizzlers tonight? The sweet and sour Twiz?
Hey, you know it. I'm with the
You're gonna be Mr. Snackman. I'm gonna read. You're gonna have a double lot name. Twiz kid. What up?
Hello, I'm back. Hello.
Hey, Cliff.
Hello.
Cliff. What was your experience in the lot, Cliff?
My experience in the lot. I don't remember a fucking thing. I'll be honest with you. Yeah.
Did you? What kind of vehicle did you arrive in? Was it one of those coach buses or a car? How'd you get there?
I had a car service take me and some blokes, but I was all jacked up on bottles and James that night. Wine coolers, man.
Wow.
You fucking people with your wine coolers give me a headache every fucking show, man.
Especially out in the sun. I mean, what did you take on top of the wine coolers once you were in the venue? Were you topping it off with some good liquid or what?
Oh, yeah, sure. Try to incriminate me online here. I was mostly sober for part of the show, but some microdots on my tongue towards the end, and there were fucking cartoon characters on stage at one point, I'll tell you that. I almost didn't make it to the show.
Oh, yeah?
I lost all my money in AC the previous week.
Oh, no.
So I was on zero cash. Luckily, they had a sperm bank in Pittsburgh.
Ah, nice move. Solid.
Nice, Cliff. Way to go.
You see, I have blonde hair and blue eyes, which is desirable characteristics at the sperm bank. So I was able to cash in for 3 sessions. They pay about $75 a piece.
Nice. Were you able to flip the money after on lot?
No, I was able to spend it, though.
All right. Good enough.
I bought what I thought was an 8-ball of cocaine. It turned out it was Johnson's baby powder.
Brutal. You need one of those bunk test kits, no?
Well, you know, I've only got 3 pockets in my pants, bloke.
Right
I
on.
can't carry everything.
Cargo shorts for the summer. That's a lot of knowledge. Cargo shorts.
Silky, are you on a rocking chair?
I am.
I'm on a fucking rocking chair. You're making me dizzy here.
Silky.
Almost.
Trying to rest my bones. It was a long, hard summer tour.
Jesus Christ. Oh, the room is fucking spinning. She's going back and forth.
Sorry, guy.
Where'd I put my vaporizer?
Hey, Cliff, were you in the pavilion or did you go on the lawn? Where did you see the show?
That's a good question. I'm still trying to figure out that myself.
Okay.
Yeah. There's not a whole, they all kind of roll into each other, these shows.
No doubt. Especially, when you get deep in the summer run, that was just getting to its stride. Like, Portsmouth is when it started to blur. Cincy, Pittsburgh. I had to jump off after that, but I would have really started to blur.
Pittsburgh, like I said, I showed up late because I was at the sperm bank for longer than I thought.
Okay.
I'm usually good for 3 sessions, but they kept me there for 4.
Really? Did you get paid for the 4th?
Absolutely, $75.
Okay.
American.
Nice. So that's good, man. You so you were walking away with $300 in the show in your pocket?
Hold on. Don't put that down over there. That's expensive. Put that away. Hold on a second. Right over there.
He's
right
important.
There. Okay. Oh, sorry. What happened? What happened now?
All right. So we're finding our way from the lot. We're crawling through the lot. We're getting there late. Some of us. We're all coming in on that time. It's the end of the day. The sun is drifting. We're getting that excitement. Do you ever get in that feeling in your gut? Me and my friends call it fish gut, but like a nervous anxiety, like pre-show, a few hours before the show.
I get that.
Taper gets it. You guys get that? Fish gut.
Fish gut.
Anyway, I had that, but it was from the diarrhea from the ecstasy I was getting.
Yeah, we remember that.
I'm fucking that's why I gotta go away from pressies. Every time I
need them shorts.
Shit, I almost OD'd on Imodium at Deer Creek.
Oh no. Dude, Cliff, can we follow you next summer with a camera?
Somebody said you're not supposed to snort Imodium. What happened? I always get that feeling. It's not a good feeling.
No. No, it's Taper's shaking his head. So then what? We go in the venue. We get in the venue now. Where are you guys chilling on the lawn? Where do you make your move? How do you get into the pavilion? What's going down at that point?
I had a PAV ticket, but all the SOP wanted to stay on the lawn so we could all just rage it together. So I didn't even go down in the pavilion, I don't think, that night. We all just totally kicked it on the lawn. There's probably like 20 of us down there.
I remember I was with Sage and you in the beginning. And then I couldn't help it. I had to go in. I had to go in the pavilion. I really can't live anywhere but the pavilion, really, anymore. And that's when I went deep in and I saw Costa Pete hooking up the stream for the kids at home on the couch, bro. And he was struggling.
He beat me to it.
MVP, yes.
I was ready to do it. I was just saving it for a good moment.
He did. Kids.
Streaming and dreaming.
Streaming and dreaming, man. We're a team. We're a family. We're a tribe. Tribal warriors, bitches. That's right. Now we got laugh tracks and all sorts of shit up in this motherfucker. We're keeping it real. Wait till this summer when we're in the car and we got the whole studio. Taper's mixing and we're live in the car and we're just like, all right, what's going on? Oh, this is the best. Or New Year's even. Turn your radio down. So there we are.
So there we are. The last show of Mr. Wigman's first leg.
First leg coming down. And if it wasn't for Costa, I wouldn't have made it that far. He helped me so far through thick and thin. When I heard the first, what?
Oh, it was appropriate. You got yammed and you were out. You know what I mean? It was a good break because you had done a long string, more than you expected, a couple bonus shows.
Yep.
And it was outstanding, man. Good times all around.
And then we ended it with that party at Jamie's house, that house party.
Yeah, that was great. And again, talk about the Cosmic Circle. Who was there? But Fan Art Pete, the dude we parked next to in the lot. What? And like, we didn't really know him before then. That's how we got to know him, because we were just kicking it at Jeezy's buddy's house, Jamie's house, and it was crazy. It was just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It was cool. It was one of those moments you have when you're traveling and you just hook up with some kids and you keep running into them. It was real deal. At those first moments of those
Kids,
that
turn your
bitch.
radio down.
Yeah,
turn your radio down.
Announcement for Taper 20. We need public service announcements. Taper, I know what I did. I beelined it straight for the venue. I saw Silky. I was with Sage. I was trying to drag those guys into the pavilion. But I went in hard with AJ. We went in there. And KT was in there. And Phil was in there with us. We went into the pavilion. Thank God for those guys were in there, because like I had a space to go. And give us the aerial shot, Taper. What did it look like when we're way up high in the balloon, Taper? What did it look like? That's right. Sorry. That is the Starlake Amphitheater, the Coca-Cola Starlake First Niagara Pavilion. I think we should just string all the names together. Show them the inside. Show them the box seats, Taper. Show them where I was jamming out from. Look at Taper, all queued up. So wait, what happened? We beelined it for the pavilion. And who did you guys all catch the opening notes of that funky bitch, or were people still struggling to get in there? Tell me true.
We were still like on top of the hill. We caught it all. Didn't we?
Yeah, funky bitch.
That looks like where I threw up.
You threw up?
That spot right there, where the VIP. Trust me, it wasn't very VIP after I threw up. Luckily, the janitorial staff was full, because I sure on cleaning that up. They told me to.
They made you do it, but you wouldn't? You refused?
I'm a paying customer.
Did they give you a breathalyzer?
It's not my fault they were jacking me up with Bartos and James in the lot.
Did they eject you from the show? Whoa. And I'm out.
No, I wasn't ejected. What happened?
What was that? What did you do? How do you think? What? Were you in Cincy, Cliff?
In Cincy, no. I told you, I was there because I was only able to afford one more show with my losses in Atlantic City. Cincy did not have a sperm bank.
Okay.
So at that point, I had to run some odd jobs to make it to Deer Creek, which I was at most of the time.
Most of the time?
Yeah, it's conflicting opinions on whether I was there or not. According to me, I was.
Okay. I was on couch tour for Deer Creek. But so, what were the highlights? What stood out to anyone? The Yem, first set Yem for me. I know Taper's favorite song's Yem. But for you guys, what'd you think?
Golden Age.
Yeah?
Yep. Love that fucking cover. Sorry. Love that.
Wasn't the Golden Age at Blossom?
Yeah, they didn't play Golden Age.
That was in Pittsburgh.
No, it wasn't.
No, Golden Age was Blossom.
Blossom. It was Randy and Danielle's first dance after they got married.
You're booked for next week, AJ. Not now. You're next week, bro. Blossom, baby.
What about?
I'll take Lizard's Encore. Final answer.
Yeah.
How could you not love that? I'm sure. Hey, Soki, were you with Sage when that shit went down?
Oh yeah, we were screaming, we were yelling. I like the theremin and mule too.
Yes. How about that? Ever since the first time I saw Paige play the theremin was somewhere over the rainbow, Park City, Utah, right?
Oh, that was the mule when all of them kept doing that one part over and over and over.
Yeah, it was so funny.
That was awesome.
Great.
We all did it like at least twice. That was one of the best. That mule and the one in SPAC were the two best mules of the tour.
How about that Torn and Frayed? They're fucking stones. That's a good way to see. You don't want to pay $400 to see the Stones. You fucking go see Fish.
Right?
Torn and Frayed. Much cheaper.
Yeah, much cheaper. Especially
that's when right after that is when I blacked out through 46 days.
Didn't the same thing happen to you in Hampton? Oh no, that was 7 Below. Never mind.
That was 7 Below. But I went back in there and got my water.
Nice. That was a great story.
I was blacked out with 46 days. They were going to rename the song 42 Days because I missed about 3 or 4.
And you came? You came right to as soon as you heard the yem?
Is this show broadcast on the internet?
Yeah, could you please turn your radio down, somebody who still has it up?
It's not even funny anymore, guys.
Huh.
There we go. Good job. All right, so then they dropped the yem. You awoke from your stupor. I was blown out of my chair. I saw AJ disappear. Katie was levitating above me. The night air, the summer night air was, it was on my tongue. And then we had to deal with set break. I don't even remember set break, so what did you guys do for set break? Did anyone get a hot dog?
I remember set break.
What'd you do, AJ?
I was with you, set break, and Katie, and we were sitting down there, and then somebody who we both know and her man came, and then the three of us, all we kept saying the whole time was, hey guy, hey guy, hey guy, for like 15 minutes. That was set break.
And that's, you know what? That's when Katie gave me that pin, that Nug pin. At set break. I was like, oh, no way, a Nug pin. And she's like, here. Yeah, that's what I did during set break. I was like, I got my Nug pin, bitches. What up?
Yeah, that was the day that we got these, too.
Oh, yeah, and those. Pete, and how was the stream? Were you back online for set 2? No problems, right?
Back online, no problemos. Streaming and dreaming. Quality. It was like a taper stream. That's what I hear all the time. Your shit was like taper, man. Your shit was as good as taper.
Taper quality. Nice, man. That was good work. Good work, man. Dedication. I watched this guy. He put in the extra hours. And I actually, just as a side note for you, bro, I pulled a little clip. There's only one little clip saved from Cincy Soundcheck of the AstroTurf. I'm going to put it on a loop. It's like a 1-second loop. I'm just going to... It's like your silhouette with with the AstroTurf. Anyway, for the kids that are deep into it. So yeah, then second set comes out. Now it's dark out, so you get the light show kicking. Lights go down. Kids are on the lawn barefoot. Some of them in the pavilion with their shoes on, and vice versa. Parker, what were you thinking at that moment when those first notes of Jabu came at you?
I was very, very surprised to hear a Jabu opener, and my whole thoughts on the second set, it had a very old school vibe, like how it had a surprise opener, but then the entire Mike's Groove was the bulk of the second set, and then they just had the cool down songs. But yeah, that Jabu was a smoking one. I mean, Trey was very patient. He played well. Then went straight into Mike's Groove, which was killer, by the way. And then, I mean, the whole groove was just on fire. It's really, really psychedelic.
Yeah, I couldn't get enough of it. That definitely etched in my mind. I don't know. That was a great note to go out on, I guess. And then for the light was really starting to... When I heard it that night, it was really starting to...
The light has been the jam of the summer, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, that Star Lake one really I mean, 8 Atlantic Cities was sweet, but Star Lakes really set the tone, I think, for the summer. And then it just went straight into probably the most creative Weekapaw groove. I would have to say of this era.
I was trying to get Katie to match my move, but also Antelope was trying to get Katie to match his move. It was a chess match going on in there. Oh man, I had so much fun. And then for the Lizards Encore, man, that was totally, I wasn't expecting that. That was so cool to hear.
That was just like the exclamation point of the show.
Right?
Yeah, you know it's a good show when Trey fucks up one time and gets all disappointed. You know, like at the end of the show during the encore, you know that you pretty much nailed everything all the way through. And then felt bad about like the one vocal flub, which nobody gives a damn anyways.
No, that was funny because when he did fuck up, you could hear him. At least you can hear it on like the download. He's like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah.
It is.
I like the lyrics.
Like people cheer, they get into it because they don't care either way. You know, the band feels how they do about it because they're trying to be, you know, perfectionists like everybody is. But
sure, man.
It's like we're over it as soon as it happens, man. I mean, 2002 with the return, you saw them restart the "You Enjoy Myself," and you know, at that point, you know, as a fan, I realized that I don't care if they even stop the song, quit it, restart it, screw up the vocals or the music, because once you get going on it, it doesn't matter. Like, they jam the fuck out. It's all groovy.
Yeah, exactly. Just like in Cincy, I mean, it's like stop, start, just that's keeping it real. The fact that they're live, then, you know, I'm sure they do rehearsals, but the fact that it's live and they're keeping it real, yeah, you just gotta acknowledge it and move on, right? I don't know.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's one of the few things that I agree that Fish is like the Dead, is because they said the Dead was without a net, and Fish plays like that too. You know, it's like they're trapeze artists. They're up there, no net. If you fall, you splat in front of 18, 25,000 people, 40,000 people.
Exactly.
You got to get over it and move on real quick. You know.
Exactly.
It doesn't hurt that the 110% of the audience is high as a fucking kite. Also. You know, if you want to fuck up, you do it in front of high people. Nobody notices anything.
True that.
That's what.
Well, when you're in Denver at Dick's, you're really high, ain't you, Cliff?
Oh.
Sky high.
Yeah, I couldn't make it there.
You got thin air up there. People like you can't survive. It's like a mile high plus what you're smoking. That's an additional 20 feet minimum.
Well, the smoking doesn't bother me. It's the nitrous that fucking kills me in Colorado.
Cliff, you got to lay off the whippets, buddy. I mean, it's the whipped cream that's the good stuff in that bottle.
Well, speaking of that, I've stopped giving any money to any of those blokes in a lot selling the nitrous. Except me, of course, when I'm selling nitrous, then it's okay. But nowadays, what I do is I just look up Bed Bath & Beyond in the city I'm in and just get all types of cartridges with my cracker. Because you can bring that in the show, you know. You can bring the nitrous in the show.
Right on.
Of course, that's
fucking mad
my relationship with my girlfriend. Because she got sick of muling in all those nitrous canisters, and then she say, "Cliff, this is garbage," and I don't know which one was used, which one was fresh. It's presented all types of problems, and my relationship went down the drain. She almost broke her back carrying all those empty canisters in.
How did she get him in?
Huh?
How did she get him
in her
the show?
bra.
Okay.
In her bra.
Okay. Right on.
And other orifices. I'm not going to discuss personal information.
Ever.
Did we turn into PC?
And then she threatened not to take me back to the sperm bank the next day.
Wow, dude.
I had a sperm appointment.
So, I mean, you've been picking up a lot of extra cash with the sperm bank thing you got going on, no?
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing. You know, because I've got built-in capital in my body already.
Right.
You know. It's a great fucking summer, I'll tell you that much. I can't wait for MSG.
Hey, I'll see you there, Cliff. Cliff, you gonna hit up the SOP meetup, dog, or will you be able to buy you a beer or what?
I will be there, and also there's a fertility clinic. This is on the sidebar, of course.
Nice.
Are we still on the internet?
Yeah.
No.
And we're also on a local public access channel. We got a cable TV deal worked in. We broadcast at the same time.
Okay.
Cable.
That's great. Because I don't want my mom to hear me talking old fishtails on the internet.
Just using
she
the
listens
alias.
too.
Just talking hypotheticals, Cliff. What if?
Why has Silky got a mustache on now?
Nobody can see. Explain. Nobody can
Very distracting, kid.
Silky's got a mustache. It's quite confusing.
Well, while we're speaking of stashes, you might as well. The 29th, that's the night for the stash. Stash night. Grow your own, bring your own, or strap one on.
Really? I've always got my own stash. It's not like I'm grubbing off the neighbors. Although I am an equal opportunity smoker. If you've got weed, I'll smoke it. I don't discriminate.
Yeah. Do you care? What if it's commercial, like Mexican brickweed with seeds?
Like I say, I'm a firm believer in immigration. That's fine.
Okay.
Cliff, how much is it a gram over there in London?
Oh, we don't use grams. We use the metric system.
What do you got?
Everything is hand weighed. I have a very good relationship with my dealer there. He weighs it by hand. He knows the feel. He don't need no scale.
Oh, 3-finger lids? I've heard of those.
That helps.
Right.
Don't have too much incriminating evidence around, no?
On another note, I'm looking for a good massage parlor in New York if you blokes know of any. Private message me.
You got that, guys? PM Cliff.
Private message me. I like Orientals, but I also take a Puerto Rican.
Right on, Cliff. Are you going up
for
money,
dog? No money.
Where are you staying, Cliff? You staying nearby or out of town?
Well, I'll be right in the city there. Don't you worry, Wigman. You see me.
What?
Don't you worry.
You gonna be at the New Yorker?
If you here's how you know you hear me. When you hear that, I'll be right behind that.
All right. Good to know. We'll be looking out for you. Cameras will be off.
Right.
Of course. Come and come to the disco party, man, on the 30th, bro. Late night disco party, Legends.
And what's going on there?
We're gonna be disco partying, man, into the night with disco balls and disco music and disco boots.
Polyester clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, like Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
That's right.
Just like that.
Cliff,
right.
you be the first, Doc. You be the first. We'll form the line. You strut your stuff right down the center.
I'll be there. Don't you worry. I'll be there. Hope they have wine coolers.
Yeah, are you feeling those wine coolers, huh? You like those?
I like them, but after about 16, it starts to become a hazard.
Yeah, no doubt. Gotta stay hydrated, kids.
Well, all right. We'll have to kill another hour.
Nice work, Cliff. Thank you for coming on the panel, man. I really appreciate you taking time.
Oh, hold on. I thought you said you changed the bong water. What is this shit here? No, it's not. It's fucking dirty.
What's going on over there? Is your cat still pissing everywhere?
It's the cat pisses and shits and the fucking cat knocked over my bong the other day, all over the floor. He died. Anyway, yeah, so I'm all excited for MSG. I've got my tickets, I've got my hotel. The same dentist who hooked up the nitrous for AC is coming in too.
Nice.
So if anyone needs a filling while he's in town, I'm trying to give him some business as well.
Yeah, does he use the mercury fillings?
What hotel are you going to be staying in, Cliff?
That's a good question now. That's yet to be determined.
You'll have to come visit us at the New Yorker.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, definitely come by, man.
All right, yeah, I've got to get the fuck out of here.
All right, well...
Nothing against you people. I mean, I've had a good time, but Jesus Christ, it's time to go. It's late. Anyway, I will bid you adieu.
All right, well, thank you, Cliff. Thank you for once again bringing us your lot knowledge.
Thank you, Pano. Good night.
Good night.
See you on lot.
See you on lot. That's right. All right, before we go, guys, and you guys, if you just want to hang out as we ride out, I just want to read this. I found this review on fish.net from the show that night in Burgettstown, right? From a fan. That night they posted this review I found. And I'm just going to read, maybe not all of it, but just parts of it, because I found it interesting. It says, first, I just want to say hello. This is my first time posting anything on any fish-related board. First time visitor to the fish.net board. First concert experience. Last night. What? 6/23/2012. Burgettstown, PA. First fish concert impression. Astounded. Now, it's funny because sometimes I ask people, I say in one word, you know, what's it? Boil it down. Astounded. They say they've been a Peripheral fan since around 95 or so, but the live experience was a welcome breath of fresh air. And I quote, the Green Crew, the light stick explosions, the self-sustaining Fish Nation economy? Questions. Wonderful surprises. Then I add on the fact that I have heard several places that I was served with a phenomenal set list for a first-time attendee. Sorry to ramble. I just wanted to drop in real quick and offer my sincerest gratitude to the fish community for their wonderful character, vibe, and overall generosity towards a relative outsider. Plus, the fact that seeing fish for the very first time was a life-changing experience. Thank goodness I'm 35 with 3 kids. If I was still 22 and childless, I could easily see myself touring from city to city. Thank you once again for the wonderful first impression. Now I'll get back to listening to the MP3 version of the show I just attended. You Enjoy Myself is just ending and fading out with that insane vocal crescendo. How do you like that? Now that, just to hear someone have that experience and just, they really, you know, all of it at once, they got it all in one show. The Green Crew, they knew, they figured that out, and they got to taste every piece of it, every piece of the puzzle. That's just, I don't know. That was a review that I had to read. And that was Burgettstown 2012 Summer Tour 2012. I want to thank our guest panel for jumping on, as always. True friends, not just panelists. Thank you, guys. Are they still? Oh, I don't have my headphones on. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Thank you, Silky.
Thank you,
Thank you, Edmund.
We love you.
We love you guys. We'll
Shows
see.
for life.
For life. On the New Year's run, are you guys hyped? Psyched? What's up? We're going to kill it.
Pumped, dog. It's going off. 32 days.
Is that the
We're all in
countdown?
the same room.
Wait.
32?
Our
Yeah,
room.
it's like 31 days now.
Oh, guys, getting close. We got 3 doses, 30 days. 3 doses, 30 days till Fish 2012.
2 more paychecks, so save your cash.
Save that money. Don't be trying to flip that money in NYC, neither, guys. Seriously, just keep it on the ZL. Well, and back in the day, I remember, I think it was in '97. These guys had a brown paper bag, and they were selling single nuggets in this. They were all uniform, like finely trimmed nugs in this brown paper bag, and they were walking around selling it on the streets of New York, like nug, just like raw nugs. It's crazy. You don't see that
With
anymore.
general admission, there's going to be a lot more puffing on the floor. You got to bring your own nug sack with your own show pipe, and know that there's going to be a lot of puffing down this year because of the open floor system. You're free once you're in the middle of the herd, you know, so go ahead, puff away, kids, but be safe.
Yeah, man. Bring in the show bubbler. Always on those special occasions, we up it to the next level. Bring in that show bub, kids. Seriously. 30 days. We're 30 days away. I'm psyched to hang with you guys. I can't wait.
Same here, man.
It's going to be good.
We got a good crew in the room. Really good crew.
We do?
Oh, yeah.
I heard Beats is showing up. I don't know if that's confirmed, but I heard he's flying in for the show.
Nice. I can't wait to see Beaker.
Beaker.
I have Beaker footage. The big.
I heard Beaker's toned down quite a bit. He's looking sexy Beaker.
Oh, cool. Right on. Way to go, Beaker. In the city, that'll be good. That'll give him an advantage. No? All right. Well, good.
Yeah, Beaker's looking more hit.
We'll see you guys on the New Year's run. Thank you.
Bye, guy.
Good night.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Later.
Peace. Parker, Silky, Antelope, Jeezy, Costa Pete, and Cliff. Thank you guys for being on the panel. Really appreciate it. And that's it, man. That's how we do the show. A little bit of everything. Next week we're gonna. We have I can't talk about it, but I am so close to having it ready for this week that I'm pissed. I wanted to keep working on it up until showtime, but you can't do that. You gotta get ready. You gotta get in hair and makeup. Gotta get mic'd up. These sorts of things. So we're gonna save that till next week. But we're really excited. We're definitely excited about the International Orange Gig at the Blue Note. Excited about New Year's. We're just gonna keep rolling through 3 more doses, knocking them off one by one, and getting better each and every time. I want to thank the team. I want to thank all the viewers. I want to thank Taper421. Give a shout out to all the streamers and dreamers. And we'll see you guys on the other side of the line.